do you think this 30 cents goes? Could somebody give me a couple ideas? Where does that 30 cents go?
I think it goes to lobby against health care reform.
That's true. Taxes? Yeah, that goes to taxes. Yeah, they have to pay tax because they're companies that are making profits.
Administration.
It goes to advertising to convince us that their company is better than another insurance.
Right, advertising. Who sees the billboards all over? HAP, use HAP, HAP, come here, you know, or the health fairs, you know, use us, use us. Here's some free pens and here's some things. Yes, in the back.
Bonuses for the stock market.
That's right.
Bonuses.
CEO, executive salaries and bonuses. So we've got CEO salaries into the millions. We've got advertising. We got the big shiny buildings. You know, if you look over Detroit, you see that reflection of the Blue Cross building on a sunny day. Now, let's get. You may not get your dollar back. Okay. Now, what we talked about was the healthcare lobby, and I bring this big bag of healthcare lobby bucks wherever I go because. And this is what it looks like. You come marching into Washington, D.C. It might be a little fancier than a brown paper bag. I don't know. But here we go. We've got the candidates on this page. Possibly the next U.S. president, one of these. We've got Hillary, we've got McCain, we've got Obama. So they come in with their big bag of money and they go, there's a little bit, Hillary. Oh, wait, oh, John McCain. Wait, here's a little bit more, John. Obama, you got to have some of this health care. Okay. Oh, wait, and Hillary, she was the second biggest recipient of health care bucks while she was in the Senate. So she's going to get another little handful there because we know that she's been really big on this issue. So that's where a lot of that money goes as well. Throwing the money at the candidates because they want to buy their influence. Here's another question. What percentage of personal bankruptcies in this country are caused by medical bills? And I'm going to ask the young lady right there. I'm looking right at you.
Don't do that.
Give me a percentage.
50, 60?
Did you 50?
Right on.
Right on. You're about right on. 50% of all personal bankruptcies in this country are caused by medical bills, which is an astounding statistic. Tell your neighbors that. What I want you to remember are two words in this presentation. Single payer.
Best words.
National Association of Letter Carriers, all the way from the national level on down, has endorsed single payer as a solution to this health care crisis. Now, what is single payer, you might ask? Imagine what we have with Medicare. When we talked about that 30% of administrative costs and advertising, when you have a system like Medicare, 3%, 1/10 of the amount of money it takes to run this massive system we call Medicare that supplies health care to everyone over 65 in this country. That's the difference between a private insurance company system versus a single payer. And what single payer means is that there's a single entity that administers all the costs, but it still leaves freedom of choice of doctors and hospitals and everything else that we love about the current system we have. We all want to go to our same doctors that we like. We all want to go to the hospitals we like. But the way that we're going to fix this problem is single payer. And there is a legislation that is now in the system addressing single payer. HR 676, House Resolution 676, which is the Expanded and Improved Medicare Act. It's a bill that's been sitting in the last 3 sessions of Congress, endorsed by 410 union organizations at this point, including 99 central labor councils. It's been up to 100. Just this week we've got the 100 CLC, and I'm proud to say the Metro Detroit AFL has been a part of this for the last couple of years. 33 state AFL-CIOs, not Michigan yet.
Not true.
Not true?
We did it.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
May I introduce
Well,
Mark
then we have to
Gaffney,
get
State
that on the list.
AFL-CIO President.
And 9 national and international unions have endorsed HR 676. If you'll look closely, I've been taping over these numbers because every time I do this presentation, I have to update the numbers because so many organizations join on every month. I'm proud to say as a letter carrier, HR 676 has been endorsed by the the National Association of Letter Carriers in Washington, the National and the National Committee of Presidents, the Michigan State Association of Letter Carriers, and local branches, Royal Oak 3126, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Branch 84, Portland, Oregon, Branch 82, Lawrence, Kansas, Branch 104, South Macomb, Michigan, Branch 4374, and Louisville, Kentucky, Branch 14. And I put insert name here because I'm hoping that we get a lot more of them. Not just letter carrier unions, but your unions, your unions as well. People say to me all the time, it's a great idea, John, this single payer. Wow, it's great, but it's an impossible dream. We just have too many lobbyists and drug company money and insurance company money and just so many factions fighting over this. This is an impossible dream. I like to say to them, at one time, the 8-hour workday was an impossible dream, but that is now a reality. The woman's right to vote was considered an impossible dream in its day. Ending legal segregation, Social Security, Medicare, and the impossible dream that we have today to work towards is universal health care, and I believe the single-payer system. So, people ask me, why are you so passionate about this? I go around this presentation's been many places, many dollar bills have been ripped. In spring,
people in the audience have been ripped off.
in May of 1994, I was involved in a motorcycle accident, which I broke this leg from here to here into 11 pieces. And it wasn't a very pretty sight. And I have a picture here. It shows me the first day out of the hospital. Here I am, still beaming, smiling, happy to get out. Cast that was going to be on for 4 months. I was so happy to get out of the hospital, my friends took me for a boat ride. And there you see me with a very seldom picture of me with a soda pop.
Wasn't that a Jobby Nooner? Oh.
Yes. The reason I'm smiling is I hadn't gotten my first medical bill yet. At the time this happened, I did not have medical insurance. I was self-employed, no medical insurance, recently divorced, add to the list. Within a few months, I had $40,000 of bills coming in the mail, everything from the ambulance bill, the anesthesiologist bill, the nurse who, I don't know, did what. And 1 year later, I was forced to file bankruptcy, federal court down here in Detroit. I was one of the statistics, the 50% that had to file bankruptcy in 1995. It took me many, many, many years to get out from under this. By the time my medical bills were over, it was near $50,000 in bills. I hadn't worked in 4 months because of the accident. I left my lawyer's name up here because she paid for the usual board, so if you need a good bankruptcy lawyer, call Sophie. That's why I'm up here today. I've lived through this. I know what it's like to be without the insurance. And when something happens major like that, how long it takes for you to deal with it, and it's just a sad statistic. I don't want to see anybody in here or anybody that you know have to go through that. And that's why I'm here. I would hope that you would go back to local unions. I have some information on 676 here. They have a sample resolution in here you can take back. Get it endorsed by your unions. Very easy to do. This will give you a lot more detailed information about what I talked about. This bill right now has 88 congressional co-sponsors in addition to John Conyers. We're hoping that if we get Labor 2008 in place and we get the people we want in there, that we're going to have close to 200 within a year. Congressional co-sponsors to this. This is the solution to the problem, and I hope that you help out here. I'm going to pass these out. I'll have these stacked. After I'm done here, I'll pass these out. Please consider this. Please take this back to your local, and please let's make this a reality. Thank you so much.